Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about used car prices. In 2021, the prices are so high right now. It is crazy. So I'm a licensed dealer. I go to the auction regularly, and the prices I'm seeing are just absolutely ridiculous. And so why is this happening? Where is this demand coming from? I'm gonna go a little bit into what I think is going on. To give you like an example, give you an idea of what I'm talking about, the market is so crazy right now that sometimes it's better to sell a car at auction than it is to sell it to a private individual. You can make more money. There are certain units that'll pull more money wholesale than you can retail, which is pretty insane. So I was at, just last week at the auction, and I saw a blue 2009 370Z, Nissan 370Z that had about 145,000 miles, clean title. It was beat up, modified, nothing special. That car should be worth around $6,000 to $5,000 wholesale. And that car sold for over $9,000, and that's before fees, and that's before the dealer takes it and reconditions it and fixes what it needs. And at those miles, it's gonna need some work before it can be sold again. $9,000 wholesale. That's just insane, because what are you gonna sell it for at that point? Are you gonna sell it for $13,000? It's not worth it. I would say retail for that car, and based on the book value, is like $8,000 to $9,000. So these dealers are buying these cars for retail at the auction, and then they turn around and they have to make a profit somehow. How is that even possible? Nobody's gonna walk into a lot and spend $9,000 to $10,000, or in this case like $11,000 to $13,000 on a 370Z from 2009 that has 142,000 miles. It just does not make any sense. So what's going on here? I see Honda Accords and Toyota Priuses that are approaching 200,000 miles that are going for close to $5,000. And this is in the Arizona market. That's just crazy. So used car prices, especially the older cars, everyone's just fighting over them. There's like bid wars happening. I just sit back. I don't buy at those prices because I can't give anybody a good deal. I want to buy a car at a good price where I could sell it and the person that's buying it is getting a good deal. I'm not really trying to sell something that's overpriced. So immediately I'm out, and I just watch the bids, and they keep going and they keep going. So, this is crazy. What's going on out there? If you're a dealer, leave in the comments below like what you think is going on. Here's what I think. And so the first reason I think is because the market is saturated. So there's just like way too many new dealers that don't know what they're doing, and they're super excited about this, and they're starting their business, and they don't really understand the market. They don't really know what's going on, and they don't know how much they should be spending on a vehicle like this. So there's a lot of ignorance going on. That 370Z example, somebody saw that shiny blue color and they're like, wow, two-door sports car, shiny blue. At that price, like whoever bought that car, it's going to be sitting on their lot for probably 6 months. They're not gonna be able to sell it unless some clueless buyer comes by and they absolutely have to have that car in that color, and they just love it and they impulse buy it. But at those prices, it's pretty much impossible to sell it or move the unit quickly. So those, a little bit of ignorance, new dealers don't know what's going on. The other reason that I think is the other thing that I think is happening is that so there's a low supply of used cars, and dealers are just like scrambling to fill their lots. So this isn't the case for everybody. Like maybe the bigger stores, they have a ton of inventory, but I'm talking about the small dealers. They're struggling to find good units and good inventory. So dealers themselves are driving the prices up. And they're probably hoping that they make, you know, some money off the financing side of the deal, because there's no way, you know, at the prices they're buying, there's no way after recondition costs and mechanical repairs, like preventative repairs and detailing and just getting the car ready, there's no way you're gonna like make a profit. You're most likely just gonna break even. And so those dealers, they hope to make their money on the finance side of the deal. Both of those situations are just not ideal, and it creates like a really bad environment for those in the market for a car right now. When I get customers, I tell them, you know, everybody wants a good deal, everybody wants a car at a good price, but the prices are so high right now. Cars are expensive, and I really hope this stops soon. You know, it's not good. This same time last year, prices were good, but then again, it was the start of the pandemic. No one really knew what was going on. Now that everything's back, you know, businesses are opening up and everything's back, I don't think the demand increased at all. I just think that dealers themselves are doing this to the market. They're the ones driving up the prices. For me, I'm not really excited to buy anything at the auction anymore. You know, I think I'll start looking private party. You can buy a lot of good cars privately for a reasonable price. And so there's a lot of good deals out there, a lot of good buys where, you know, the individual selling it gets their fair share, gets what they're asking, and you can still turn a profit on that unit. But with the prices at the auction the way they are now, I mean, I might just take some of my units on the lot and send them to the auction, because I can make more with these ridiculous prices. So I can make more at the auction than I can just selling to an individual. Pretty crazy. Just wanted to highlight that. If you know what's going on, or if you have an idea of other potential reasons, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing.